everyone, and welcome to the podcast Fly with Mel. I usually use this podcast in order to talk about travel and self-development. And today's topic is about perfection. Are you stopping yourself to do things in life because of the need to be perfect? It's a question I had a lot lately, and I wanted to focus on it today with you guys. I hope you will enjoy it. So take a seat and let's fly. Let's talk about perfection. It's a big word and a big topic, and I really wanted to focus on that today because I have this feeling of being perfect or being enough or not being perfect and not being enough to achieve things in life. And maybe you had the same feeling. For example, you have a lot of ideas, you want to do a lot of things and take some risk and challenge yourself and everything, and you have all these ideas blowing in your mind, and when you have to take action to do them, you don't, right? You just stop yourself because you're like, it would be perfect, it would be super good to do that, but I can't. But why? Why can't you? Are you stopping yourself because you think you're not good enough? Or are you trying to find any excuse to not achieve it because you think you just can't accomplish it and go to the end of this and have the result that you would like to have? So in the end, are you stopping yourself from having new opportunities in life just because you think you're not perfect enough to do that? And I know it's hard. It's hard to accept sometimes that we can just lower our guard, and it's not about lowering your level. It's just telling yourself that it's okay to not always be at the top, but to not always be perfectly perfect. Because what is perfection in the end? Perfection is what drives us to keep working to better ourselves at every opportunity by making a lot of effort, right? So it can sound like a really good thing. Like you want to push yourself to be the best version of yourself all the time. You want to make sure that every details is at the right place and everything. So it can sound like a good thing. But on the other hand, you also have all the stress and anxiety and fear of judgment from others and everything which comes around. So it's kind of the dark part of the perfection. And I think it's really what we're experiencing right now in our society. We are living in a world with a lot of social media platform and all these people, like these perfect people posting these perfect pictures of their perfect lives, all these perfect leaders who achieved perfect life projects and who are posting like perfect quotes and everything. So when you are behind your screen and you scroll your feed and you see all these perfect things, how can you then push yourself to share something? Because you will be like comparing yourself to this and to that, and you will be like, I can't share it because I'm not perfect enough, I'm not like them, I don't have the same level or whatever. And we can have all these questions, everyone can have this question in mind, and I'm sure you had once. So yeah, the feeling of thinking it twice before sharing something on whatever platform it is, because you think that you're not perfect enough. And I took this example of social media, but perfection is related to everything in life. You can experience this kind of feeling of not being perfect enough to take the risk to achieve something or to challenge yourself on something new, just because you feel that you're not perfect enough, or you won't have the skills to achieve it perfectly. So everything can be related to that, and you can stop yourself a lot in life because you will fear failure in the end. But we will talk about that just after. So I just would like to share with you a personal story about perfection. I started this podcast 1 year ago, and I started it without any big expectations. I knew why I wanted to do podcast. I knew why I wanted to try this experience, and my goals were like, I wanted to improve my voice, I wanted to improve the way I present topics and make sure that I capture the right attention. I wanted to improve my English also, and just learn how to edit podcast on a new software. I just wanted to know this world because it was like emerging, and I just wanted to. I was seeing all these people creating podcasts, and I was like, if they can do that, I should be able to do it as well. Maybe it's not going to be as perfect kind of as them, but I will just try, and at the end I will just know how they're doing it. So I didn't stop myself. A lot of people told me, oh, but you're not afraid to not have the right voice, or to, how do you do with your mic? Do you have the equipment? Do you have the budget? Do you have this? I just stopped all the questions. I think the first question you have to keep in mind is just, why are you going to do what you want to do? So the first thing is why, and then just start from there. Like, if you don't have the budget, find a way to have what you need. I didn't have any mic, I didn't have any computer, I didn't have the softwares. I have some friends who just borrow me some stuff, and I'm now in my room talking to you into my mic and just enjoying it. I didn't know how to use the software to edit the podcast. I just press a button on YouTube and just learn by myself. So I just wanted to talk to you about the fact that if you want to do anything in life, you can. The only person who is stopping you is yourself. Don't ask yourself to be perfect all the time. Just try, experiment life, experiment things, because it's the only way to learn. And failures are the only way to learn as well. You will just like always win a lesson anyway, because you will experiment, and you won't stay at your place right now just thinking about having ideas and not achieve any of them. So just to give you more reasons to try to not be perfect all the time, I have here 5 reasons why you should let go of the need to be perfect in life. Reason number 1, perfection can cause a lot of stress. And you already know that, so don't be too hard on yourself. Reason number 2, overthinking leads to undergoing. And by that I mean that sometimes you overcook an idea in your head and you end up by not doing it at all. So you don't achieve anything. You lose a lot of time and energy with your mind, and the final result is that you're not even doing it. So don't overthink. Sometimes just start from where you are with what you have, and start from there and just see what happens, because sometimes that's how the magic can happen, right? Reason number 3, perfection is the enemy of progress. Because how can you grow if you never try to go out of your comfort zone and try new things? How can you be more creative if you stay where you are all the time, doing the same things? So just think about that. Challenge yourself and see how far you can go. Reason number 4 to avoid perfection is the fact that you will develop your adaptability to change and to take more risk in life, which is pretty good because you will just avoid the fear and all the stress that sometimes you put around something which doesn't need to have stress or anything else. So you will just develop your adaptability of change, and it's something that we really need, and even more in our society where everything is changing all the time and we have to adapt ourselves to every new things. Sorry, I said so many times the words new things in this podcast. Just a way for me to see that I'm not perfect at picking words sometimes. And reason number 5, and I will finish with this one, avoiding perfection can save your time and energy. And these 2 aspects, time and energy, are really, really, really important in life. Keep your energy level up. Keep your time for great things. Focus on the goals. Don't focus on the little problems or judgments or others' comparisons or whatever. Just focus on what you want to do for you, because this life is yours and only yours. Live for yourself. Enjoy your life. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your weekend. Thank you for listening, and go for that project you're thinking about day and night. Take care, everyone.